this book is for somebody, but it is not for me. I just felt like this one was kind of cringy. It was very insta-lovey. Let me look his name up because I done forgot already. Literally, I finished it like 8 hours ago and I done already forgot. Hey everyone, it's Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a May wrap-up, but I'm doing it a little bit different than a normal wrap-up would be. So generally how a wrap-up works is you wait until the end of the month, you sit down with all the books that you have read and you talk about those books. So I am not someone who enjoys making wrap-up videos, not because I don't like them, but because I forget. Like, I am someone who reads a lot of books a month, so I forget what I read throughout the month. Even if I do like absolutely love a book, I can forget characters' names, I can forget things that go on in the plot. And so I had this idea to kind of combat that, because I would like to still make wrap-up videos, but I want to like remember the book, you know? So I figured, why not vlog for the month, but it's only when I finish a book. So this video is going to be me vlogging all of May, and I will update the video every time I finish a book and then give my thoughts and feels on that book while it's still fresh in my noggin. Because if I wait until the end of the month, it's just not happening. Like, I haven't posted a wrap-up the last couple months because I did film one for March, but I ended up scrapping it because I just like didn't like the way that it turned out. You could just kind of tell that I wasn't really like into it. I wasn't really feeling it. I couldn't remember half the books that I read and what they were about, and I definitely was feeling a little bit frustrated over that fact. So I was like, why not vlog it and then just update the vlog every time I finish a book? So that is what I'm going to be doing here. I've never seen anybody do a video like this, but if they have, let me know. I would love to like see it and see how other people are vlogging their wrap-ups, if that is a thing that is being done. But yeah, so I figured I would hop on here and intro the video. I have not finished a book this month yet. It's only the first, and sometimes I finish a book on the first, sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends, but I will not be finishing a book today. So I'm going to update you when I finish the book. Hello. So it is May 5th and I just finished my first book of the month, and I was reading Pucking Around by Emily Rath, and I am going to give this book 1 star. This book is for somebody, but it is not for me, because so even though I did end up finishing this book, it was absolute torture, and I really wish that I would have DNF'd it, but I was just hoping that it was gonna get better. But I just feel like the TikTok girlies led me astray on this one. So basically this book is a hockey romance reverse harem. Okay, fine, you know, whatever, should be good. But there was just so much in this book that just gave me the ick. Like, the main guy characters kept drinking milk, and I was like, for what? Like, why are you drinking milk? They would just drink milk just like on its own, like just plain milk by itself. They would order milk, drink it, nothing with it, like no cereal, no cookies, no nothing, like literally just drinking straight milk just for fun. Like, that immediately gave me the ick. Next, our main girl, her name was Rachel, and so she had 3 guys. It was Jake, Mars, and Caleb. With Jake, Rachel called Jake Angel, and I didn't like that. Like, I didn't like that because I was like, why is she calling him Angel? So she would be like, come here, Angel, and I'm like, why is she calling him Angel? That's like weird to me. I don't know. And then for Caleb, and I mean, this is a small thing, but they kept calling him K instead of like Cal, and like K is like fine, but it's like K-A-Y, but I'm like, his name is Caleb, so like, why are you not calling him Cal? Like, if you're gonna shorten it. I don't know, maybe that's just like a personal preference, but I just like didn't like that. And then like, again, it was just like the milk thing. I don't know, I feel like the milk thing was probably like my biggest hit, because like they were all just like drinking milk. I don't know, but 1 star, this was not for me. So on to the next book. Hopefully the next one is better. Hello. So today is, forgot what month it was. Today is May 8th, and I just wanted to hop on here and let you guys know that I finished my 2nd book for the month. So I just finished Call Me Crazy by Melanie Harlow. This was a small town marriage of convenience, enemies / rivals, kind of friends to lovers. Also, I guess more like childhood rivals or like childhood enemies, kind of. I really enjoyed this. I think I'm going to end up giving it 4 stars. I had a really good time reading this. I really enjoy Melanie Harlow's writing style. Like, it's very like easy to understand and really get into her stories, and they're all like super quick reads. I'm able to just inhale her writing style because it's just so good and just so easy to read and so easy to comprehend. So I had a very good time reading this book. I'm excited to read the 4th book in the series. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to get to it just yet, but overall I'm absolutely loving it, and I definitely would recommend picking this series up if you have not. It is on Kindle Unlimited, and I like highly recommend if you are looking for for like a small town romance, and it's just so much fun. So I definitely would recommend it. That is going to be all for now, and I'll update you guys again when I finish another book. Hello, so it is now currently May 9th, and I have just finished my third book for the month, and that is Blood Marked by Tracy Dion, and I am giving this 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was so fun, and there was a lot of things that went down in it that I was not expecting to happen, but I feel like I just couldn't give this a 5-star because it just felt like there was something missing for me that like didn't give me that like 5-star feeling, and I like just couldn't put my finger on it. But overall, I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend the series. If you have not read it yet, it is literally so good. So I definitely recommend checking the series out if you like young adult fantasy. The overall series is just like chef's kiss. Even though this book wasn't 5 stars for me, I do feel like it is a 5-star series. So yeah, highly recommend this. And yeah, so that is my thoughts on Bloodmark, and now on to the next book for this month. Hello, so it is May 10th, and I have just finished my 4th book for the month, and that was the Black Flamingo by Dean Otta, and I have decided to give this 4 stars. I really enjoyed this. It follows a black gay teen in London, and it follows him from the time that he was born till he is in college, and it follows him kind of discovering his identity and who he is as a man, and what it's like for him being a mixed race gay man, and him finding his identity and finding the world of drag, and just coming to terms with everything in life and everything that was dealt to him. And honestly, this is so good. It is written in verse, so it is a very like quick read, and overall I really enjoyed this, and I definitely would recommend it. And yeah, so that is Black Flamingo. Hello, so it is May 11th, and I just wanted to hop on here and let you guys know that I have finished another book for the month. This is my 5th book for the month, and I have just finished Coach by Devney Perry. This is a not necessarily like second chance romance, but it is a reconnecting, I guess, in a sense. But this follows Ford, who is a former NFL player and coach for the Seattle Seahawks, I think, and he has been approached to take a coaching job at his alma mater in Montana. And when he gets there, he sees his college love for the first time in 10 years. They have not spoken, they have not talked since one night in college, and during that night they shared a kiss. But after that, his ex-girlfriend at the time came to him and said that she was pregnant, and they have not seen each other or spoken to each other since that kiss. And so it's about them meeting again 10 years later and reconnecting as they are working at the same university for the same sports department. And this was really good. I really enjoyed this. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I love Devney Perry's writing. Her writing is just so easy to read and so easy to get into, and I just like eat everything that she writes up. It's just so good. So I'm super excited to read the next book when it comes out and continue reading more from Devney Perry. I would like to dive deeper into her backlist. So yeah, but that is it for this book. Hello, so it is now May 13th, and I have finished Mile High. I finished this a few hours ago, and I'm definitely like teetering on my rating between a 4.5 and a 4.75 because I loved this book so much. Like, it was just so real. It follows a flight attendant named Stevie and a professional hockey player named Xander's, and Stevie is the flight attendant on the flight for Xander's like away game, and there is a no fraternization rule, so it is like forbidden for them to be together. And honestly, I love this. Like, it did fall a little bit short of a 5-star for me, but overall I still would rate this like very highly. Like, I definitely am leaning, I think, more of like 4.5, but I overall really enjoyed this story and would highly recommend picking this book up. I already have the next one on order. Like, I definitely am planning on reading the next one and anything Liz Humford writes from here on out, because I just love Liz Humford's writing style. It's so good, so easy to read, and her story is just so real. And yeah, absolutely love this, and I think I'm gonna go with a 4.5. Hello, so I wanted to come on here and update. It is May 16th, and I wanted to update that I have finished a book today. So I finished Curveball by Lisa Suzanne, and this is the first book in the Vegas Heat expansion team series, and this is a baseball series that follows an expansion team in Vegas. It is a spin-off of the Vegas Aces series that I read earlier this year and absolutely loved and devoured. So I have started this series. I started this book yesterday, finished it today, absolutely loved it. Well, okay, okay. I don't want to say absolutely loved it, but I did give it 3.5 stars because I really enjoy Lisa Suzanne's writing. I have so much fun with her stories, even though they are kind of predictable, and this one was very predictable at the end. Like I definitely knew at the end like the plot twist, so it was like very predictable to me, but I just love her story so much and have so much fun with them that I literally did not even care that like I knew the plot twist. So yeah, 3.5 stars. Really enjoyed it. I will probably be talking about the next 4 books in the series before the week is up. So yeah, but wanted to hop on here and update that I finished another book, and I will see you guys when I finish another book, I guess. Hello. So today is May 20th, and I wanted to pop on here and update that I have finished another book. I can't remember what it's called. So around like 12:01 a.m. I finished Flyball by Lisa Suzanne, and this was the 3rd book in the Vegas Heat expansion team series. And I can't remember if I updated that I finished the 2nd book, but that one was called Fastball, and I finished that one on the 17th. So if I updated that one, then please ignore this, but if not, then I finished a book on the 17th, and it was Fastball by Lisa Suzanne, and I gave it 3 stars. And then this morning, last night-ish, but today, because it was after midnight, so I finished Flyball by Lisa Suzanne, which is the 3rd book in the series, and I decided to give this one 3 stars as well. So I am still making my way slowly through the Vegas Heat series. There's 5 books in total. I'm currently reading the 4th one right now. I started it right after I finished book 3, but my reading has taken a hit recently. I have started school back this week actually, so I've been trying to figure out how to time manage well with the demand of the classes that I'm taking this semester, because I definitely have a heavy course load over the summer semester, which I wasn't expecting that, but I mean, it is what it is, like whatever. So my reading's probably gonna take a hit here for the rest of the month. I do see myself probably finishing the Vegas Heat series and then maybe like reading 1 or 2 more Kindle books, but I really don't see myself finishing my TBR for the month. Like I still have 5 books on my TBR that I haven't touched and 1 that I'm currently in the middle of. So I do see myself finishing the one that I'm in the middle of because I'm reading it physically and listening to it on audiobook. So I do see myself finishing that one. But as far as the other 5, I'm not feeling very confident that I will get to them this month, and that is completely and totally fine. But I did just want to hop on here and update that. So now I am hopefully going to read the next book, and I will update you guys once I finish another book. Hello. So today is May 21st, and I wanted to hop on and update that I finished 2 books today. So I finished Ground Ball, which is the 4th book in the Vegas Heat expansion team series, and Hardball, which is the 5th book in the Vegas Heat expansion team series, which means that I have now officially finished this series out. So I gave Ground Ball 2.5 stars, and I think I'm gonna give Hardball 2.5 stars as well. Overall, this series has been like a 3-star series for me. Like I just haven't liked this one as much as I expected to like it, because I really loved all of the books in the Vegas Aces series, but this one just like was not really like doing it for me. So I really did like that series more than this one. Like I just felt like this one was kind of cringy. It was very insta-lovey. Like I felt like a lot of the things that Cooper was like doing and like saying was just very like cringy, and like it was very obvious that Gabby was so young and like inexperienced with like just about everything in life. So I just like didn't really connect with her, and the way that they just like kept their relationship a secret for so long just like was not something that I enjoyed or like wanted to read about, because it wasn't like fun. Like the fact that they were like sneaking around for so long, like it wasn't even like it was fun that they were sneaking around. It was more just like, can you just tell him and like get it over with? Like, because I was just like, this is, at this point it was doing too much. So overall, okay, happy I read it. I do think that I will probably continue on with this series, because I think there is going to be more baseball books that Lisa Suzanne is putting out, but I know that she does have some more football books coming out as well. So I am excited for the football book, and hopefully the next baseball set of books is better. But the one thing that she does that I don't really love is that instead of writing like 1 novel, she'll write 5 short ones, which is like weird to me, kind of. I don't know, but either way, I'm gonna read them. Like they're fun, so I'm gonna continue to read them. But I do definitely feel like instead of it being like 5 short books, we could have had like 2 books maybe, or even just just like one longer book, but that's beside the point. Like I said, gonna keep reading because I really do enjoy Lisa Suzanne's writing, and the stories overall for the most part are really good. I just do think that this one was a slight miss for me, but she has so many other hits that I loved, so I definitely will continue to read from her. But now that I finished this series, I'm gonna move on to some other books. So next time I finish another book, I will update you guys again. Hello, so today is May 24th and I have finished another book today. So today I finished Black Ties and White Lies by Kat Singleton, and I have decided to give this 3 stars. I thought that it was just okay. Like, I didn't think there was anything like fantastic about it, and I don't know, like the main male character did kind of like not necessarily like rub me the wrong way, but like I didn't like love him, so decided to give it 3 stars. Also, I felt like it was very long and like the pacing was a little off. I don't know, it just like wasn't my favorite. But if you don't know what this book is, it is a very steamy like workplace romance with like fake dating. So basically we have our main girl, her name is Margot, and she is working at this like company that I'm not exactly sure what the company was, but anyway, so she's working at this company and she is like told like, Margot, like what did you do, like the boss wants to see you, like what did you do, like you're in trouble, like the boss is here to see you, like what did you do? And she's like, I didn't do anything. Like, that's crazy, I don't remember doing anything, like I don't know why the boss would want to speak to me. So she goes into this conference room and he's there, and of course he's sitting like every like rich boss man in a romance novel does ever, and he's like facing out the window, he's like looking out the window, you can only see like his back and like the silhouette of him and like whatever. And so basically he turns around and he's like, Margot, and she's like, let me look his name up because I done forgot already. Literally, I finished it like 8 hours ago and I done already forgot what the man's name is. Beck. So his name is Beck. So he like turns around and he's like, Margot, and she's like, Beck, like Beck, what are you doing here? And we're like, okay, who the heck is like Beck and what is he doing here? And how do you know him? Like, what is this? And so basically he offers her to be his assistant because he needs a fake fiance, and he happens to be her ex-boyfriend's older brother. So there's like that aspect as well. I don't know, but like it started out pretty good. Like I thought it was gonna be like but it just ended up being okay. Like in the end, I didn't absolutely love it. Overall, it was okay, but yeah. So that is that book, and there is still a few more days left in the month. There's 7 days left in the month, so I do expect to finish the more books. I am off of work next week except for like 1 day, so I am expecting to get a lot of reading done during that week while I'm off work. So I'm just gonna do like a little staycation at the house and just like take the week to not really do anything. Like obviously like I'm gonna have schoolwork and stuff to do still, but I am planning to just kind of like stay in and not really like do anything. So I am hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get a lot of reading done. So I'm thinking I can maybe knock out the rest of my TBR. I definitely did not think that I would be able to read anything else that was on my TBR this month, but hopefully throughout this weekend and next week I can knock some more books out. Plus Monday's a holiday, so love that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now, and I will talk to you guys again once I finish another book. Hello, so today is May 26th and I wanted to come on here and update that I have finished another book. So I finished Our Scorching Summer by Kels and Denise Stone, and I have decided to give this 2.75 stars. Normally I'm not so specific with my rating. I'm usually like a star or like half star difference between my ratings, never really like 0.25 or like 0.75 or any of that. But for this book, I just felt like 2.5 stars was too low, but I felt like 3 stars was too high because like I just felt like I didn't really connect with the book and the characters the way that I think I was supposed to. I also just didn't really vibe with the flow of the writing in this book. So it's hard because I compare it to Water Under the Bridge, which I really enjoyed. I ended up giving that one 4 stars, but this one just like missed the mark for me. I just feel like it was so weird the way that it was done because it was like told in the future, but I feel like we didn't really get any like context to Lily and Nico and like their friendship and how it had formed over the years that had supposedly passed between the ending of Water Under the Bridge and the beginning of Our Scorching Summer. So I just felt like it wasn't really like connecting the way that it probably should have, and so I just didn't love it. But that's beside the point. On to the next. So I will update you guys next time I finish another book. Hello. Hello, so I have just finished The Only Survivor. It is May 26th and I think I'm gonna end up giving this 4 stars. Like, I was not expecting the ending. Like, I didn't really know exactly like what was going on. Like, I didn't really have any theories. Like, there were people who were giving me kind of like bad vibe, but it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be, which I feel like is what you want in like a mystery thriller. So, but yeah, so that is another book read this month. So I will update you guys again if I finish anything else. Hello, so it is currently May 27th and I have just finished Winter in Paradise by Ellen Hildebrand, and I've decided to give this 4 stars. This book was so not what I was expecting. Like, so I've never read anything by Ellen Hildebrand before, so I didn't really know like what her writing was like or what kind of like stories she told or anything like that, but this was so like interesting and gripping, and I cannot wait to read the next book in this series. Like, it's a little trilogy, and so I'm super excited to read the next book in the series because I'm just so intrigued and so interested in the lives of these people and like the secret that Irene's husband had. So I'm definitely interested in seeing how the story ends up playing out. But if you don't know, this book is about this woman named Irene, and her husband has been killed in a helicopter crash with 2 other people, and she gets a phone call one night saying that her husband has been killed over the Caribbean in the Virgin Islands, and she had no idea that that's where he was. So she ends up going to the Virgin Islands to find that her husband had this complete and totally secret life, and so her and her sons have gone down to basically try and unravel his secrets and find out what exactly has been going on and how everything has just like come together. And honestly, it was so good, so interesting. So like, I don't even know, like, because it's kind of like a mystery but also like not at the same time. So it's definitely very interesting, and I would definitely recommend it, especially if you're looking for something that is going to be like a good read for the summer. I think it's such a perfect read for the summer, like for the beach, because, and especially if you're not someone who is looking for strictly romance, then I definitely would recommend checking this out, because there is a little like splashes and like little sprinkles of romance in here, but it's not the main plot of the story, which I really enjoyed. So I definitely will be reading the next one hopefully soon. But now that I've finished this, time to move on to the next book. Hello, so today is technically, I guess, May 28th. I mean, it's been like 20 minutes since I updated when I finished the last book, but I wanted to update that I have decided to DNF. Of course, I did start this. I made it 29 pages in and have decided to DNF it. I just felt like this book was like low-key offensive. I don't even know, like the main character, he just felt like so offensive to me. Also, like, I don't like when white authors use the N-word in their book, and that happened in this, and so usually when I see that, it's like an automatic DNF. And this book was written pretty recently, like it was written in 2017, and like it even references like the Black Lives Matter movement and everything like that, and I feel like it just like, I don't know, I'm just not a fan. I don't like that. Like, it's just personal preference. Like, I know sometimes Stephen King does in fact use the N-word in his books, and you know, I've only read one Stephen King book and that did happen, and I have not read another Stephen King book since. It's just something that I don't particularly like and appreciate, so I've decided to DNF this. So now we're going to move on to the next book. Hello, so it is now officially June 1st, and I did not update yesterday when I finished my last book of the month, but last night I did end up finishing Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings, and I've decided to give this 5 stars. I love this book. I was very like torn on whether or not I was going to like this book going in it, considering back in December I attempted to start it and read like the first page and was like, literally, what is this, and then put it down and then didn't pick it up again until now. But I finished it and I have absolutely loved it. Literally a 5-star book. I love this book so much, and this is not the picture of a healthy relationship at all whatsoever. Like, this book is so toxic. Like, this book is not romantic. BJ is not romantic. I do just want to say that and put that out there, because as much as this is kind of a romance, it's like not really romance. It more showcases the toxic side of relationship and how toxic a relationship can be, and how even though 2 people love each other, it might not always be enough. And this book was just so good, so well written. The quotes in this were absolutely insane. So many good quotes. I have so many tabs of just like random quotes that I just loved, and I just, yeah, literally I love books so much. But now that the month is officially over, I'm going to be ending this vlog. So thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was a little bit different with the vlog style of of wrap up. So if you liked it, please let me know down in the comments, and I would be happy to do this style of video again. I'm thinking I might continue doing this because I just felt that it was easier for me to be able to remember all the books that I read in a month. And this month I did read 16 books, so pretty good reading month. And yeah, so I think that is going to be all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I will have all of my social medias linked down in the description, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.